All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here to settle the cookie debate once and for all. Which cookie is the best cookie? Believe me, I've had cookies from all over the world, from the finest bakeries in New York to the palaces of foreign leaders. I know my cookies.
You know, back in Delaware, we had this little bakery, Mama Joe's. Every Sunday after church, I'd take the kids there. They made the best oatmeal raisin cookies, warm, chewy, with just the right amount of raisins. It belongs in the A tier for sure. Heck, maybe even S rank on a good day.
Joe, we haven't even started, and you're already throwing out S rank. Let's keep it organized. We'll go through the list one by one. We have 20 different cookies to get through today. And remember, it's not just about personal favorites. We have to think about the cookie's impact on the culinary world, its versatility, its flavor profile, and so on.
Oh, come on, Obama. It's cookies, not international diplomacy, but fine, we'll do it your way. As long as we all agree that my choices are the best. Trust me, I know my cookies. I know everything about cookies. I eat cookies every day. Believe me, I'm a cookie monster.
Oh, I really like cookies too. All different kinds. I could eat them every day.
Gentlemen, to the cookies. Trump, since you're the biggest cookie monster here, why don't you get us started?
Hey, Barack, don't forget, I'm a cookie monster too. Don't you remember my midnight runs to the kitchen when we lived in the White House? I was always snacking on cookies.
Look, Joe, nobody knows cookies like I do. Nobody. During my time at the White House, I probably ate more cookies than anyone else. And when I'm back, I'll be enjoying all those White House cookies again. You know those extras left at the end of the day from the tours? I was the one finishing them always.
You think you're the cookie king, Donald? I'll triple my cookie intake. Then we'll see who the real cookie commander is around here.
Joe, I know you love cookies, but you have to pace yourself. Remember, it's about quality, not quantity. Savor each bite. Enjoy the moment. You don't want to overdo it and end up with a sugar crash. Cookies are a treat, best enjoyed in moderation.
All right, let's get to the real deal. The cookie that started it all, the granddaddy of cookies, the one, the only chocolate chip. The first cookie ever invented. I've had these from the best bakeries in New York to the most luxurious hotels in Paris, but nothing, and I mean nothing, beats an American-made chocolate chip cookie. It's iconic. Those crispy edges, the soft, gooey center, and those chocolate chips. Perfection. S tier. No question about it. The undisputed champion of cookies.
You know, for once, I can't argue with you, Donald, but it's not just the taste, it's the memories. I remember sharing these with my kids, the house filled with that warm, inviting aroma. But let's not forget the craftsmanship. Not all chocolate chip cookies are made equal. Some are too doughy, some too crispy, and some, well, they just don't have enough chocolate chips. But when it's done right, it's a masterpiece.
Joe, I never thought I'd see the day where we'd agree on something. But you know what they say, a broken clock is still right twice a day.
Watch out, Donald. Chocolate chip cookies for me are more than just a treat. They're a trip down memory lane. I can still recall those evenings with my dad, a plate of these cookies between us, discussing the ups and downs of life. And speaking of which, ever heard of Mama Joe's in Delaware? Their chocolate chip cookies had something. A little magic, maybe a touch of molasses, or a unique vanilla blend. But let's be real, not every chocolate chip cookie is a winner. Some are paper thin, others too doughy, and some are just stingy with the chocolate chips. For me, they're A tier, but they're at the very top of that tier.
Gentlemen, let's take a moment to appreciate the humble chocolate chip cookie. It's a symbol of unity. Across the nation, from school bake sales to grand state dinners, this cookie graces our tables. I remember weekends in the White House, Michelle and the girls baking a fresh batch, the aroma wafting through every corridor. But here's where I stand. The magic of the chocolate chip cookie is in its simplicity. Yet when it's not done right, it's a letdown. Those overbaked ones, too crispy, or the underbaked doughy ones. It's like eating raw cookie dough. They can be a gamble, and the balance between chocolate chips and dough, it's an art. I'm inclined to say A tier, but it's on the cusp of S.
Look, this isn't rocket science. It's a damn cookie. The best damn cookie, if you ask me, but still, it's just a cookie. Everyone's had a chocolate chip cookie. Everyone's tried to bake one. And come on, who hasn't sneaked a couple bites of raw cookie dough and lived to tell the tale? It's a cookie that's hard to mess up. It's the gold standard, and let's talk versatility. Throw in some nuts, maybe some caramel, or hell, even white chocolate chips. It's transformative. This is an S-tier cookie, no question. It's the pinnacle of cookie achievement. It's got versatility.
Versatility? Donnie, you once told me you wouldn't eat a chocolate chip cookie if it had walnuts in it.
That's different. Walnuts are a distraction. It's like adding a spoiler to a luxury car.
All right, gentlemen, let's try to reach a consensus. The chocolate chip cookie is iconic, versatile, and universally loved, but it also has its variations and can be a hit or miss.
I'm sticking with a strong A tier. It's almost perfect, but there's always that one cookie in the batch that's a letdown.
Chocolate chip is S tier. It's the gold standard. Anything less is an insult.
You know, reflecting on its universal appeal and the sheer happiness it brings to so many, I can concede to an S tier for the chocolate chip cookie. There we have it, one cookie down, 19 to go.
About time, Barack. In my book, the chocolate chip cookie has always been the undisputed champion, numero uno.
All right, that's fine with me. Okay, it's my turn now, guys. Next up, the peanut butter cookie. Now, this one takes me back. Growing up, there was this sense of anticipation when you smelled that rich, nutty aroma wafting through the house. And that signature crisscross pattern with a fork, iconic. It's like a warm hug in cookie form. I'd place it in B tier. It's pretty good.
Joe, I've always said you have a soft spot for the classics. But peanut butter cookies, they're so boring and basic. It's just peanut and sugar. Where's the flair? Where's the pizzazz? It's like eating a spoonful of peanut butter straight from the jar. Sure, it's okay sometimes, but it feels kind of mid, doesn't it? There are better ways to experience peanut butter, and don't get me started on the ones that stick to the roof of your mouth. I mean, it's pretty shit tier peanut butter quality too, right? It's C tier for me. Maybe even D. It's D for don't care. I don't care about these cookies.
Hold on, Donald. While I agree that peanut butter cookies can be a bit one-dimensional, there's an elegance in that simplicity. It's a cookie that doesn't try to be anything it's not. And when done right with that perfect balance of sweet and salty, it's a delight. But I've also had some that are too dry, crumbling apart before you even take a bite.
But there's all sorts of variations. The ones with the chocolate kiss in the center or drizzled with a bit of honey. It's a versatile cookie.
Versatile? It's peanut butter, for fuck's sake. How many ways can you dress up a peanut? And the ones with the chocolate in the middle, they're like a budget version of a Reese's cup. I had high hopes for your cookie judgment after that first one, but now I'm second guessing.
Well, if you stopped eating fast food every day, you might actually develop a taste for the finer things, like a good peanut butter cookie.
Listen, Biden, some people just know good food when they taste it, and others, well, they think peanut butter cookies are gourmet.
All right, gentlemen, let's not turn this into a food fight. We're here to rank cookies, not throw them. Let's focus on the traditional peanut butter cookie, the one with the crisscross pattern, slightly chewy, with that unmistakable peanut aroma.
Given the nostalgia and the warmth they evoke, I'm firm on B tier.
They're bland, Joe, straight up C tier for me.
Let's find a middle ground. Acknowledging its timeless charm, but also its simplicity, I'd say B tier, but it's teetering on the edge. All right, next up, oatmeal raisin cookies, a cookie that's been the subject of many a heated debate. Some appreciate the chewy texture and the unexpected sweetness of the raisins, while others feel downright deceived, thinking they've scored a chocolate chip.
Deceived is an understatement, Barack. Every damn time I think I've got a chocolate chip and then bam, it's a raisin. It's like being promised a tax break and getting audited instead. If I wanted oats, I'd eat a damn horse. D tier, D for don't even bother.
Donnie, you drama queen. Oatmeal raisin cookies are an American staple. They've got character, they've got grit, and those raisins, little bursts of joy in an otherwise wholesome cookie. A tier, especially if they're from that little bakery in Delaware.
Stories? Joe, it's a fucking cookie, not a novel. And if it was a book, it'd be the kind no one wants to read. But fine, I'll give it a C tier just because I'm in a good mood.
All right, let's dial it down. I've always seen oatmeal raisin cookies as the thinking man's cookie. It's not just a sugar rush, it's a culinary experience. The raisin debate aside, it's a well-crafted cookie. But I get it, the raisin surprise can polarize.
It's a cookie with depth, Barack. It's not just a fleeting sugar high, it's a journey. It's the kind of cookie that has stories to tell.
Stories, Joe? It's a fucking cookie, not a novel. And if it was a book, it'd be the kind no one wants to read. But fine, I'll give it a C tier just because I'm in a good mood. I like eating cookies, I really do.
Look, Donald, oatmeal raisin cookies are like jazz. They might not be for everyone, but those who get it really get it. I'm sticking with A tier.
It's a cookie that's been through the ups and downs just like us.
All right. Put the oatmeal cookie wherever you want, but only because you two won't shut up about it.
Considering the passion this cookie has ignited, I think we can safely place it in A tier. It's a cookie that's earned its stripes.
Fine, A tier it is, but I'm keeping my eye on those raisins. Okay, I'm moving down the list. Let's talk about Snickerdoodles. Now, this cookie has a really standout name, you know? It's fun to say, Snickerdoodle. Sounds like a name you'd give a toy poodle. But as a cookie, it's got that cinnamon sugar that gives it a little kick. It's not bad. B tier for me.
Oh, I love Snickerdoodles. They've got that soft, pillowy texture, and that warm cinnamon flavor just wraps around you like a cozy blanket. It's the kind of cookie you'd enjoy with a cup of hot cocoa by the fireplace. A tier in my book.
I've always found Snickerdoodles intriguing. It's not overly sweet, and it has that tangy undertone from the cream of tartar. It's also a cookie that makes you think, is it a sugar cookie's sophisticated cousin, or is it in a league of its own? I'd say B tier, but it's a strong B.
How the fuck do cookies make you think?
Well, Donald, maybe you've just never had a special cookie that speaks to the soul.
And what's this about its sophisticated cousin? Barack, it's a cookie, not a member of the royal family, but I agree, it's got character. Not as much character as me, but it's up there.
You know, back in the day, there was this debate about the origin of the name Snickerdoodle. Some said it was German, others said Dutch. But regardless of its origin, it's a cookie that stood the test of time.
That's true, Joe. Very true. It's got history, it's got flavor, and it's got a name that's hard to forget. But let's not get lost in the annals of cookie history. We're here to rank.
B tier, it's good, but it's not the best.
Snickerdoodle is A tier for me. It's a comforting classic.
I'm leaning towards B tier. It's unique, but there are other cookies that outshine it.
All right, B tier it is, but I'm telling you, with the right cup of coffee, it's an A tier experience.
Everything's an experience with you, Joe. Let's move on.
All right, gentlemen, next up, white chocolate macadamia nut cookies. A harmonious blend of creamy white chocolate and the rich, crunchy texture of macadamia nuts. Not to mention, macadamia nuts have some great health properties. They're high in monounsaturated fats and can be a heart-healthy choice.
Barack, since when did you become a nutritionist? But I'll give you this. This is a luxury cookie. Macadamia nuts, they're the Rolls-Royce of the nut world. Paired with white chocolate, it's like flying first class.
Donald, not everything that glitters is gold. They're a bit too fancy for my taste. It's like they're showing off. Why not just have a good old-fashioned chocolate chip? It's a C-tier cookie.
Joe, it's not about showing off. It's about the balance. The velvety white chocolate juxtaposed with the savory crunch of the macadamia. It's a dance of flavors. A sophisticated treat, B tier.
Come on, Barack. Dance of flavors. It's a cookie, not a ballet, but I'll admit they're delicious.
I just think they're overrated. It's like putting a tuxedo on a teddy bear. Sure, it looks fancy, but why?
All right, it's evident we have our differences. Donald's chasing the high-end experience. Joe's rooted in tradition. And I'm here weighing the harmony of flavors. I've come to appreciate the elegance of a white chocolate macadamia nut cookie. When done right, it's almost transcendent. Given the health perks of macadamia nuts, I propose we place it at A tier. What do you say?
Finally, a decision I can fully support.
I'll concede this time, but remember, sometimes the classics are classic for a reason.
All right, next we have the double chocolate cookies. These are for the serious chocolate lovers out there. Rich, decadent, and packed with chocolate flavor.
Now, this is what I'm talking about. Chocolate on chocolate. It's like a dream come true, but sometimes it's just too much. It's like turning up the volume on all the tracks in a mix. Overwhelming. B tier for me.
I've got a sweet tooth, but even for me, these can be a bit much. It's like diving into a pool of chocolate. And while that sounds great in theory, in practice, it can be overpowering. C tier.
I have to agree with both of you. While I appreciate the indulgence, balance is key, and sometimes double chocolate cookies can lack that balance. They're rich, no doubt, but sometimes you miss the subtleties. C tier for me.
It's like being in a room where everyone is shouting. Sure, you hear them, but you can't make out what they're saying. That's these cookies for me. All chocolate, no nuance.
I remember sharing these with my grandkids. After one bite, they'd be bouncing off the walls. It's a lot of chocolate, maybe too much.
It's a cookie for those moments when you want to indulge, but it's not an everyday cookie. Still, for the chocolate lovers out there, it's a treat. All right, C tier is fine. Moving on, we have butter cookies. These are simple, classic, and have a melt-in-your-mouth quality.
Ah, butter cookies. They're like those generic tins you get during the holidays. Basic and predictable. C tier for me.
Predictable? Donald, my mom used to make these every Christmas. We decorate them with sugar sprinkles. They're a classic. A tier, no doubt.
Joe, I get the nostalgia, but let's be real. They're the plain Jane of cookies. Reliable, but nothing to write home about. B tier.
See, even Barack gets it. Butter cookies are just sitting there doing nothing, like background noise. Not the star of the show.
Donnie, not everything has to be flashy and over the top. Sometimes simplicity speaks volumes. Sitting by the fireplace, hot cocoa, butter cookies, that's a memory.
True, Joe. But memories aside, as a cookie, it's middle of the road. Not bad, not great, just okay.
Middle of the road? Sounds like some people's political careers.
At least I know a good cookie when I see one. And butter cookies? Timeless.
All right, gentlemen, let's find a middle ground. B tier seems fair.
B tier it is, but I'm still not picking them first at a cookie buffet.
That's fine. More for the rest of us who appreciate the classics.
All right, gentlemen, let's dive into the oatmeal chocolate chip cookie. It's an interesting blend, merging the hearty texture of oatmeal with the sweet allure of chocolate chips. A true fusion.
Why mess with a good thing? Oatmeal cookies have their place, and so do chocolate chip. Mixing them, it's like putting ketchup on a steak. Too sweet, too much going on. D tier.
Donnie, you're missing out. It's like a duet of flavors. The earthy oatmeal and those delicious chocolate chips. It's like a symphony in your mouth.
I understand both perspectives. It's a cookie that walks a fine line. When balanced correctly, it's delightful, but it's easy for one flavor to overshadow the other. I'd say B tier.
It's like they had leftover dough and just decided to mix them. What's the point? Why not enjoy each flavor on its own?
It's about innovation, Donald. Trying something new, blending traditions, and sometimes you get a delightful surprise.
True, Joe. It's a testament to culinary creativity, but it's also a risk. Not every fusion is a hit. And while I appreciate the attempt, it's a polarizing cookie.
I'm sticking with D tier, but if someone handed me one, I'd give it a bite. Why not?
Given our discussions and the divisive nature of this cookie, I propose we settle on C tier. It's a middle ground that reflects its potential, but also its pitfalls.
C tier sounds about right. Let's not go overboard with these mix and match ideas.
Fair enough, but remember, variety is the spice of life.
All right, gentlemen, let's talk about biscotti. These are the twice-baked Italian cookies, often enjoyed with coffee or tea.
Biscotti? Every time I've tried one, it feels like I'm risking a tooth. And you're supposed to dip it in coffee? Why can't a cookie just be soft and melt in your mouth? D tier.
Ah, biscotti. Reminds me of my trips to Italy. You know, there's an art to enjoying them. You dip them in your espresso, let them soak a bit, and then take a bite. It's a whole experience. B tier for me. B for biscotti.
Biscotti are a classic. They have a rich history and are meant to be savored, not devoured. The crunch, the subtle flavors, they're perfect with a hot beverage. However, they're not your typical cookie. C tier, in my opinion.
Why would I want a cookie that needs a training manual to eat? Biscotti earns a D rank for sure. They're way too hard. It's like biting into a boulder.
It's about tradition, Donnie. Biscotti have been around for centuries. They're not just any cookie.
It's true, they're an acquired taste. But once you get the hang of it, they can be quite delightful.
Still D tier for me. I don't like to break my teeth when I eat food. Thank you.
B tier for the memories and the tradition.
Considering our varied opinions, I think C tier is a fair middle ground.
As long as I don't have to dip it in anything. I don't dip my cookies. I'm not a dipper. I'm a cookie purist.
I'm surprised, Trump. You look like the type of guy who enjoys dunking his cookies in a glass of milk.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean, Sleepy Joe?
I'm just saying, Donnie, you're missing out. I'm just saying.
All right, gentlemen. Now, speaking of dunking cookies into milk or whatever, this next one is ideal for that. We're diving into a true icon now. Oreo. A classic sandwich cookie with a rich cream filling.
Now, this is a cookie that stood the test of time. I mean, who doesn't like Oreos? You can dunk it, twist it, lick it. It's versatile.
I remember having Oreos as a kid, and now my grandkids love them too. It's one of those cookies that transcends generations. The perfect balance of cookie and cream. It's got to be S tier for me.
The Oreo has a certain magic to it. Whether you're enjoying it with milk, using it in desserts, or just having it straight from the pack, it never disappoints. It's a cookie that's become a cultural phenomenon. S tier in my book.
I've been to events where they've made Oreo cheesecakes, milkshakes, Oreo ice cream, even Oreo cocktails, believe me. Can't drink those, too sweet for me. Oreo, what a cookie. Wow. It's a treat, ladies and gentlemen. It's not just a cookie, it's an experience.
And let's not forget the various flavors they've come out with over the years. Some hits, some misses, but the original timeless.
It's a testament to its perfection that even with all the variations, the classic Oreo remains unbeatable. It's the gold standard of cookies.
I've always said, if you're going to have a cookie, have the best. And the Oreo is right up there. The crunch of the cookie, the smoothness of the cream, it's a match made in heaven. And you better not waste my time with any generic brand Oreo copycats. You know, the cheap ones on the bottom shelf, you know? All the substitute, off-brand, store-brand, retail, cheapo bullshit cookies taste like shit. Oreo is the only one worth eating. The others are trash. Oreo is S tier. It's the most perfect cookie ever made.
I've had many a late-night snack with Oreos. There's something comforting about them. They take you back to simpler times.
It's rare for all of us to agree so wholeheartedly on something, but the Oreo, it's in a league of its own.
You know, I once had a meeting where everything was going south. Tensions were high. No one was agreeing. Then someone brought in a pack of Oreos. Suddenly the room lit up. We all took a break. They dunked their cookies in milk. And when we got back to the table, things just flowed better and we struck a good deal. It's the power of the Oreo. It's the art of the deal. The Oreo cookie is one of my business secrets, you know? Go buy my book for more pro advice like that, and maybe one day you can be as cool as me too.
That reminds me of a time when I was on the campaign trail. We were in this small town, and a little girl handed me a hand-drawn card. Inside, she'd tucked in a single Oreo. She wrote, "For when times get tough." It was such a simple gesture, but it meant the world to me.
I've had my fair share of Oreo moments too. I remember during one of the international summits, one of the leaders, I won't name who, was feeling homesick. I had a stash of Oreos in my room, and I offered him some. We sat there, two world leaders, just munching on cookies and chatting like old friends.
It's more than just a cookie. It's a bridge, a connector. I've seen many deals get sealed over Oreos. I've seen disputes get resolved. I've seen wars get prevented. I've seen enemies drop their weapons and shake hands as they twist the Oreo open together, hand in hand. It's a symbolic gesture, folks. It's very symbolic. Oreos, ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful cookie. There's something universally appealing about them. Oreos are peace bringers. They're really great cookies, like really great. I could probably eat a whole pack by myself in one day, and I wouldn't even feel that bad.
I recall a time when my son was young and he'd had a rough day at school. We sat on our porch, split an Oreo, and just talked. It's those little moments, those Oreo moments that stay with you.
It's fascinating how a simple cookie can hold so many memories, so many stories. It's woven into the fabric of our lives, our culture. The Oreo is one of America's proudest achievements.
And there are so many different ways to eat them. Some twist them apart, some dunk them, some eat the cream first. It's a cookie that invites you to play.
Oh, I'm a dunker, always have been. There's something about that softened cookie, soaked in milk, that's just perfect.
I'm more of a twister. I like to see how perfectly I can separate the two halves. It's a little game I play.
And I, believe it or not, am a cookie purist. I eat it as it is. No twisting, no dunking. Just the perfect bite of cookie and cream.
However you eat an Oreo cookie, one thing's for sure, it brings joy. And in today's world, we could all use a little more of that. In today's world, eating a cookie with a warm smile and a joyful heart is an act of courage.
Well said, Joe. The Oreo isn't just a cookie. It's a symbol of shared moments, of unity, of the simple pleasures in life.
S rank for the Oreo cookie, and let's make sure we have a pack on hand for our next meeting.
Agreed. And maybe some milk to go with it.
All right, immediately following the classic Oreo, we have its more indulgent cousin, the Oreo Double Stuff. Now, while I appreciate the attempt to offer more of that delicious cream, I can't help but feel it disrupts the natural balance. The ancient Chinese text, the Tao Te Ching, says, "The heavy is the root of the light, the still is the master of unrest." The original Oreo had achieved that balance, that harmony. In life, as in cookies, there's a delicate equilibrium between excess and moderation. Just as a river flows smoothly between its banks, so too should the cream flow between the cookie layers. When we disrupt this balance, we risk losing the essence of what made the original so special. It's a lesson in understanding that sometimes less truly is more, and that the beauty of something lies in its simplicity and restraint.
Barack, I never thought I'd say this, but I totally agree with you. And I don't need to reference Chinese books to know that the double stuff is just off, you know? The beauty of the Oreo is in its perfect ratio. When you double the cream, you're left wanting more cookie. It's like having a burger with too much sauce and not enough meat or not enough buns or whatever, something like that.
Now, hold on a minute, both of you. I've always been a fan of the double stuff. More cream? Sign me up. It's like getting an extra scoop of ice cream on your cone. What's not to love?
Joe, it's not about quantity, but about balance. The original Oreo had achieved a yin and yang, a perfect equilibrium. The double stuff, while indulgent, tips the scales.
Exactly. It's like building a skyscraper with a weak foundation. Sure, it might stand tall, but it's not stable. The original Oreo was a masterpiece, and the double stuff, while halfway decent, just doesn't hit the mark.
I hear you both, but sometimes more is better. It's richer, it's creamier, and for those of us who love that filling, it's a dream come true.
But Joe, sometimes in seeking more, we lose the essence of what made the original special. It's a lesson in restraint, in appreciating the beauty of balance.
The double stuff is like a remix of a classic song. It's good, but it'll never beat the original.
Look, I get where you're coming from, but sometimes you just want that extra bit of indulgence. It's comforting, it's satisfying, and it's just plain yummy.
Joe, I understand the appeal of indulgence, but as the Tao Te Ching also says, in the pursuit of knowledge, every day something is added. In the practice of the Tao, every day something is dropped. Sometimes less truly is more. The double stuff, while delicious in its own right, might be adding where it should be subtracting.
You know, Back in the day, we'd just keep adding more cream. Ever try stacking Oreos one on top of the other? Or taking off the cookie parts and just piling up the cream to make a mega stuffed? Heck, I've even tried building a whole tower of just the cream. Let me tell you, it's something else.
Biden, you've got it all wrong about the cookie equilibrium. I once came across this concept in physics, about the balance of forces. It's like balancing a ledger. For every debit, there's a credit. Every action has its reaction. It's the science of the universe, and it's crucial, especially for our great nation. Science, of course, is great. I love science. I really do. And I think science is what makes this nation the best nation in the world.
One could say that the perfect Oreo is a masterpiece of scientific precision. Not only is it versatile, it's also reliable.
Absolutely. The original Oreo had mastered that balance. The cookie and the cream, they were in perfect harmony. But when you double up on the cream, that harmony gets thrown off. It's like trying to balance a seesaw with two heavyweights on one side and a feather on the other. It's just not right.
But Donnie, sometimes life isn't about balance. It's about enjoying the little things, the extra cream, the added joys. Why overthink it?
It's not about overthinking, Joe. It's about understanding the essence of things. The Oreo, in its original form, was a lesson in harmony, in the beauty of balance. The double stuff, while a treat, veers away from that essence.
Barack's got a point. It's like taking a classic car and adding neon lights underneath. Sure, it might look flashy, but it's not the classic beauty we all admired. The double stuff is all right, but it's not the Oreo that made history.
All right, I hear you both. But I still stand by my love for the double stuff. It's like a hug in cookie form.
And that's perfectly valid, Joe. We all have our preferences. But in the grand scheme of things, in the universe of cookies, perhaps the double stuff is a deviation from the path of cookie enlightenment.
So we're settling on D tier then? D for double stuff?
I guess so, but I'm still keeping a pack in my office.
And that's the beauty of democracy. We can debate, discuss, and at the end of the day, agree to disagree. Next up, we have the iconic Samoas from the Girl Scouts, a delightful mix of caramel, coconut, and chocolate.
The Samoas. I've bought countless boxes of these from the Girl Scouts outside the grocery store. A tier for me. Samoas are an American tradition.
I've never been a fan. Too sweet, too sticky, and honestly, the Boy Scouts are better anyway. D tier.
Donald, it's not a competition between the Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts. It's about the cookie. And the Samoas, they're a classic.
I'm with Barack on this one. The combination of flavors, the chewiness of the caramel, the crunch of the cookie, it's a winner.
Look, it's not just about the Scouts. The cookie itself is just too much for me. It's like they took everything sweet and threw it into one cookie. Caramel, chocolate, coconut, it's overload.
But that's the beauty of it, Donald. It's a symphony of flavors, each one complementing the other. It's not just a cookie, it's an experience.
Exactly. And let's not forget the texture. The way the caramel gets slightly gooey. The toasted coconut adding that crunch. It's a dance of textures in your mouth.
Look, I get the appeal, but sometimes less is more. I prefer my cookies straightforward, not a three-ring circus of sweetness. But I'll admit, when done right, they can be pretty good. C tier for me.
Samoas are grade A for sure. Samoas are delicious, and I officially support our American Girl Scouts.
All right, Joe, for the sake of compromise, let's meet in the middle. How about B tier?
Fine, I'll compromise. B tier.
Fine, sure. All right, next up, we have a cookie that's a bit of a departure from our previous contenders, the Fig Newton. It's not just a cookie, it's almost like a pastry with that soft outer layer and the sweet fig filling.
Nah, no fucking way, Obama. Fig Newtons are not cookies. It's like they can't decide if they want to be a cookie or a fruit bar. It belongs in the F tier. F for fig. Forget about it. It's not a cookie.
Oh, I have fond memories of Fig Newtons. My mom used to pack them in my lunchbox. They're a classic, and that fig filling is something special. It's a taste that takes me back. S tier for me.
I appreciate the innovation behind the Fig Newton. It's a cookie that dared to be different. The combination of the soft dough and the fig filling offers a unique taste experience. It's not overly sweet, and it has a certain sophistication to it.
Sophistication? It's a cookie, Barack, not a bottle of Cabernet. I like my cookies to be cookies, not fruitcakes.
But that's the beauty of the Fig Newton, Donald. It bridges the gap between cookies and fruit bars. It's the best of both worlds.
It's a cookie that's not afraid to stand out, to offer something different. And in a world of standard chocolate chips and oatmeals, the Fig Newton has carved out its niche.
The Fig Newton Company carved its niche in the dessert market, not the cookie market, Obama.
Isn't that like the same thing? Fig Newtons are definitely real cookies.
Fake news. You don't know the first thing about cookie economics, Barack. Is the Fig Newton even a real cookie? It feels more like I don't know, a pastry or something.
Donald, it's been a cookie for as long as I can remember. Just because it's different doesn't mean it's not a cookie.
But look at it. It's soft. It's filled with fruit. It's not cookie-like. I've had pastries in Europe that look just like this.
All right, let's settle this. I'm going to look up what exactly constitutes a cookie.
Never thought I'd see the day where we'd need to Google what a cookie is.
Okay, here we go. A cookie is typically made of flour, sugar, and some type of oil or fat. It may include other ingredients such as raisins, oats, chocolate chips, and figs. It fucking includes figs, Donald. I think Fig Newtons qualify. Have you ever eaten a fig? It tastes exactly like a Fig Newton.
So just eat a real fig then. Easy. You don't need to eat a Fig Newton. Nobody does. All right, well, does it say anything about a cookie being soft and filled like a pastry?
It says here that cookies can be soft or hard and can have fillings. So technically, the Fig Newton fits the bill.
Told you, Donnie. It's a cookie through and through.
Hold on a second, Joe. Aren't Fig Newtons cooked differently? How do you even make a Fig Newton? I've never seen one being made. I don't trust it. They belong in the F tier. F for fig.
Donald, you can't demote a cookie just because you don't know how it's made.
I'm checking my phone again. All right, let's see. How are Fig Newtons made? Hold on a second.
Yeah, Barack, enlighten us. There's no fucking way a Fig Newton is a real cookie. It belongs in the F tier. F for forget about it.
Fig Newtons are made by enclosing the filling in dough, folding it over to make a log shape, and then baking it. After baking, it's sliced into individual cookies.
Sounds like a cookie to me.
Fake news. Look, this is just wrong. Cookies are circles, not logs. They're perfectly round, Obama. And let me tell you, that's not how you make a real cookie. An Oreo or a chocolate chip, now those are cookies with some backbone. A Fig Newton? What the fuck is that even? Sounds like a fruitcake to me. And fruitcakes? They're in a league of their own. They belong on a dessert list, not here with the real cookies. I've baked a lot of cookies, believe me, and I've never come across anything that even remotely resembles a Fig Newton.
Well, different cookies have different methods, but the essence remains the same. They're made of dough, they're baked, and they're enjoyed as a sweet treat. The method might vary, but the heart of a cookie remains.
I don't know, Barack. It sounds suspicious. Folding dough over filling? That's pie territory. Fig Newtons are like little pies. They're not cookies. Not at all.
Donnie, just because it's different doesn't mean it's not a cookie. Variety is the spice of life.
I still say F tier. It's too mysterious for my liking.
All right, can we just say D tier so we can move on? D for delicious. Regardless of what you think, the Fig Newton, no matter how it's made, is a delicious snack worth eating any time. Next up, we have the Milano cookie, a delicate sandwich cookie with a rich chocolate filling, often enjoyed with a cup of coffee or tea.
Ah, Milano. Now, these are classy cookies. They remind me of those European cafes with the fancy coffees and pastries. A tier for sure.
I've always had a soft spot for Milanos. They're elegant, not too sweet, and that chocolate center is just perfection. It's like a little moment of luxury in your day.
I agree with both of you. The Milano strikes a balance between the cookie and the chocolate. It's not overpowering, yet every bite is satisfying. It's a cookie that's been crafted with care, and it's tucked in those cute little white wrappers. It's a solid cookie.
That's damn right about the packaging. It's always so neat and tidy. You know you're getting a premium cookie when you pick up a pack of Milanos.
I remember sneaking these from the cookie jar when I was younger, and now I catch my grandkids doing the same. Some things never change.
It's a testament to the timeless appeal of the Milano. It's sophisticated yet approachable, a cookie that can be enjoyed by all ages.
It's like the luxury car of cookies, sleek, smooth, and always reliable.
And let's not forget the variations, the mint, the raspberry, and so on. Each one offers a unique twist on the classic. It's a versatile cookie.
Wow, yeah, it's a very versatile cookie. Many styles.
While I appreciate the original, I must admit the Mint Milano has a special place in my heart. It's refreshing and adds a new dimension to the cookie.
For me, it's all about the double chocolate Milano. It doesn't feel overpowering. It's the perfect double chocolate.
The original Milano will always be my favorite. It's a cookie that stood the test of time and continues to delight.
You know, when I think about the Milano, I'm reminded again of the ancient Chinese concept of yin and yang. The Milano, in its essence, embodies that balance. The delicate, crisp cookie represents the yin. It's subtle, soft, and receptive. The rich chocolate filling is the yang. It's bold, dynamic, and assertive.
Barack, are we still talking about cookies here?
Bear with me, Donald. The Milano achieves a harmony that few cookies do. It's not just about the individual components, but how they come together. The cookie and the chocolate, much like yin and yang, are opposites, Yet they complement each other perfectly, creating a whole that's greater than the sum of its parts.
I see what you're getting at, Barack. A Milano cookie is not just a cookie, it's an experience. Every bite is a reminder of that balance, that harmony.
Every cookie is a fucking experience for you, Joe. You make it sound like eating a Milano cookie is a fucking mushroom trip. But I'll tell you this, it's one delicious cookie. And if that's what a yin-yang tastes like, then sign me up.
It's always good to find common ground, even if it's over a cookie. The Milano truly is a testament to the beauty of balance. So, gentlemen, considering our shared admiration for the Milano and its embodiment of balance, I believe it's safe to say it deserves a high rank, but it's not legendary like the Oreo or the chocolate chip.
It's unanimous then. The Milano has stood the test of time, and it's a cookie that continues to bring joy to many. A tier it is.
I agree with you, Barack. The Milano is an A-tier cookie. It's delicious and has that perfect balance you keep talking about.
Next up, we have a cookie that many eagerly anticipate every year, the Thin Mint, a staple of the Girl Scout cookie lineup. It's a refreshing blend of chocolate and mint.
Ah, Thin Mints. I've had my fair share of these. They're everywhere during Girl Scout cookie season. But I've got to be honest, I've always found them a bit too thin, you know?
Donald, that's the beauty of it. They're light, crisp, and that minty freshness. Perfect after a meal. It's like a palate cleanser in cookie form. B tier for me.
I've always appreciated the simplicity of the Thin Mint. It's not overly sweet, and the mint gives it a unique kick. It's a cookie that doesn't try to do too much, and yet it leaves an impression. I'd say B tier as well.
You know, I've always preferred my cookies a bit more substantial, but I can't deny the appeal of the Thin Mint, especially when they're chilled. There's something about that cold, minty bite. It's like Christmas in your mouth whenever you want. It earns a C tier, but only because they're too thin for my liking.
Well, Donald, they're not called thick mints for a reason.
I could go for a nice thick mint right now, believe me.
Okay, well, I think settling on B tier is fair. The famous Girl Scouts Thin Mint, while not everyone's favorite, has certainly earned its place among the ranks. All right, gentlemen, next up we have the Macaroon. These are the delightful coconut-based treats. They're quite different from the macaron, the French pastries, so don't get confused. We're ranking the one with the double O spelling, not the single letter O.
Wait. Macaroons, I've been to a ton of fancy parties, and sometimes I see these little colorful things that look like mini burgers. They're all right, D tier. Macaroons are just too confusing, and honestly, nobody likes them. They're only for decoration.
I think I've had those. They're the ones that look like colorful cheeseburgers, and isn't Macron the president of Italy or something?
Okay, let's break it down. Macaroon is a coconut-based cookie. They're chewy and often dipped in chocolate. Macaron is the one that looks like a burger. It's a colorful French pastry that is crispy on the outside and soft in the middle. And last but least, Emmanuel Macron is the president of France, not Italy, and definitely not a cookie.
So the macaroon is the coconut one, and the macaron is the colorful hamburger thing, and Macron is French. And don't forget about macaroni, and don't get it confused, people. Macaroni is from Italy, where all the best food in the world comes from. Believe me, I love a good bowl of pasta.
I thought the president of Italy's name is Marconi, not Macaroni. So where does Marconi fit into all this? Wasn't he some kind of chef?
Well, it says here that Guglielmo Marconi was known for his work on the radio. He wasn't the president of France, and he's definitely not related to cookies in any way.
But if the macaroon is the coconut one, then I stand by my D tier. It's like munching on a beach.
I stand with Trump on this macaroon issue, D tier. But I do like the ones that look like macaroni. Or was it the colorful hamburgers?
All right, let's try to stay focused. I personally appreciate the rustic charm of a macaroon. It's simple and flavorful, but only on occasions. C tier is fair.
Still D tier, too much coconut.
Well, I like coconut, so I'll go with C tier. But the mini hamburgers, I would give those F tier. I don't understand them.
Well, I think C tier is a fair compromise for the macaroon. Or the macaroon, is it? Macaroon.
Macaroon, Marconi, macaroni. It's all the same to me, really.
Right. Moving on, we have the iconic gingerbread cookies. Often associated with Christmas, these cookies have a rich blend of spices and are known for their distinct shape.
Ah, gingerbread men. I've had some made in my likeness. Perfect tan, great hair, but taste-wise, they're a bit too spicy for me. And sometimes they're too hard, like biting into a brick. C tier. You only see them on Christmas, and usually they're just for decoration. Nobody actually likes eating a gingerbread cookie.
You know, back in the day, we'd make gingerbread houses. The grandkids loved it. But I'll admit I've broken a tooth or two trying to eat those walls. Still, the flavor is nostalgic. B tier for me.
Gingerbread cookies are a holiday tradition, The blend of ginger, cloves, and cinnamon creates a warm and inviting flavor. And while they can be a bit firm, it's all about the baking process. And they're soft enough if you eat it fresh. Gingerbread cookie is A tier in my book.
Barack, it's a cookie, not a construction material. And while I appreciate the artistry, especially when they look like me, the taste is just not there.
I have to agree with Donald on this one. They're more for decoration than eating, but the Christmas memories attached to them, priceless.
I understand the sentiment, but we're ranking based on flavor and overall experience. And gingerbread cookies, when done right, are a delightful treat.
C tier, they're more show than substance.
B tier for the memories and the holiday spirit.
I think it deserves an A, but okay, B tier is a fair compromise. All right, next up, let's discuss the Italian rainbow cookies. A rainbow cookie consists of 3 vibrant layers of almond cake separated by raspberry and apricot jam, all coated in a layer of chocolate. It's a visual treat, but how does it fare in taste?
I've been to Italy, and these cookies, they're like the little flags of Italy, but edible. The almond flavor is strong, but sometimes it's just too sweet for me. I love Italian people, believe me, but this cookie is like eating a sugar bomb. C tier.
I have fond memories of these. They're colorful, they're rich, and they have a certain elegance to them. But I do agree with Donald. They can be a tad too sweet. Still, for their uniqueness and the Italian craftsmanship that goes into making them, I'd say B tier.
I appreciate the Italian artistry, truly. Each layer tells its own story. But sometimes a cookie can be too rich, too overwhelming. It's like listening to an orchestra where every instrument is playing at its loudest. There's beauty, but also chaos. B tier for me.
It's a cookie that demands attention. You can't just have it on the side. It's the main event, but sometimes it's just too much.
It's a celebration of flavors, but maybe it celebrates a bit too hard. Still, I wouldn't say no to one with my afternoon coffee.
Given our consensus, I think we can safely place the Italian rainbow cookies in the B tier. They're delightful, but perhaps best enjoyed in moderation. Okay, next up on the list, our penultimate cookie is the chocolate fudge thumbprint cookie. It's like a delightful surprise in every bite. The soft cookie paired with that rich fudge center is truly a treat. It's a cookie that promises and delivers. It's an A tier cookie.
I have to agree with you, Barack. Every time I bite into one, it's like a little reward. The fudge is the star, but the cookie holds its own. It's a perfect balance, definitely A tier.
You know, I've never been much of a fan. They're a bit too rich for me. I like my cookies simple. I'd probably put them in C tier.
Joe, I understand where you're coming from, but the combination, the contrast between the cookie and the fudge, it's what makes it special. It has perfect harmony. It's a harmonious cookie.
Exactly, Barack. It's harmonious. This cookie has got everything you need. It's got it all.
Well, I guess I'm outnumbered here, but I'll give them another try. Maybe they'll grow on me.
That's the spirit, Joe. Always be open to new experiences, especially when it comes to cookies. All right, gentlemen, we've reached the end of our list, number 20. For this list, we're wrapping up with a classic, the sugar cookie. It's like the blank canvas of the cookie world waiting for an artist's touch. It's got so much versatility. It's like a shapeshifter. It can be any cookie it wants to be.
Exactly, Barack. Sugar cookies are all about the potential. I remember back in Delaware during the holidays, Jill and the kids would spend hours decorating their sugar cookies. The laughter, the joy, the colorful icing and sprinkles. It's not just a cookie, it's a tradition. A tier for me, especially when they're shaped like little Christmas trees or stars.
Joe, I've been to a lot of Christmas parties, and every time I see a sugar cookie, it's just sitting there, lifeless, bland, boring. It's like the elevator music of cookies. They're okay, but they don't stand out. Sure, I still eat half the tray or more, but only because I'm bored. It's not bold, it's not exciting. It's just sugar and flour. C tier for me, and that's mainly because they can be shaped into things. But let's be real, it's like giving someone a blank piece of paper as a gift.
Donald, I see where you're coming from. Sugar cookies are basic. They're the kind of cookie you eat when there's nothing else left. And nutritionally, it's just white flour and sugar. No depth, no complexity. It's the kind of cookie you'd give to someone you don't really know that well. For me, it's C tier. The only saving grace is, as you both mentioned, their ability to take on festive shapes.
But the simplicity is part of what makes a sugar cookie great. And think about the memories, the traditions, families gathering around the table, kids laughing, decorating their cookies. It's about the experience. It's like giving someone a blank canvas and watching them turn it into a masterpiece. It's about good times with loved ones. sugar cookies, and the holidays with your loved ones. Well, those are damn good times, my friends. That's what life is all about.
Joe, memories are great and all, but we're ranking cookies here, not sentimental family bullshit. And as a cookie, it's just average. It's the kind of cookie you'd find at a mediocre hotel's complimentary breakfast. Sugar cookies are mid. Nobody really likes sugar cookies. They're kind of just there waiting. Sugar cookies are a formality, nothing more. There's nothing good about them. You know, at parties, I only eat one or two to be polite.
Bullshit, Donald. I've seen you eat more than 2 cookies at parties. You're double fisting 2 cookies in each hand when you walk away from the buffet table. Don't act like I didn't see you.
Fuck off, Obama. If I don't eat any of the cookies, it's not polite. Everyone knows that. So wouldn't it be even more polite if I ate extra?
Wait, why is it polite to eat sugar cookies at a party? Did I miss something?
For fuck's sake. Okay, sugar cookies, even when they're shaped into something festive, it's the decorations that steal the show, not the cookie itself. The cookie is merely a vessel, a backdrop for the real stars, the decorations. The cookie is a vessel for your imagination. You can make it any cookie you want it to be. It's a very versatile cookie.
That's the beauty of it. A sugar cookie is versatile and it's adaptable. It's the everyman's cookie.
Every man's cookie? More like no man's cookie. It's forgettable.
All right, gentlemen, let's find some common ground. Joe, while I appreciate the nostalgia, from a purely culinary standpoint, the sugar cookie falls short.
I still say A tier. It's a cookie that brings joy.
Sugar cookie goes in the C section. They're pretty mid, I don't know.
And I'm leaning more towards D tier, really. But considering our varied opinions, I think a compromise is in order. I think it earns a C rank. What do you say?
Hold on a minute. I get where y'all are coming from, but think about it this way. Sugar cookies are like the foundation of all cookies. They're the base. From there, you can go up, add some chocolate chips, some nuts, or go down. Keep it plain and simple. They're the middle ground, the starting point. It's like, it's like being a vice president before becoming president. You get the lay of the land, and then you decide which direction to take. For that reason, I'd argue they're a solid B tier. How about that?
Leave it to Cookie Joe to bring politics into cookies.
Well, he does have a point. Sugar cookies are versatile. They're the cookie that can be anything you want it to be.
All right. I'll give you that, but they're still not my favorite.
And that's okay, Donnie. But considering their adaptability and potential, I think we can all agree on B tier.
I can live with that. B tier it is. I guess they taste pretty good sometimes. Whatever.
Fine B tier, but only because they can be turned into something better.
Finally, we finished our cookie tier list. We ranked 19 or 20 different types of cookies today. I know there are more great cookies out there, but not for now. We can only eat so many cookies in one day before we all pass the fuck out. Now, before we wrap up, I'd like to share a few thoughts. Across the vast tapestry of cultures, traditions, and personal memories, there's one universal truth that binds us all, the enduring love for cookies. From the simple joy of a classic chocolate chip to the intricate flavors of more exotic varieties, cookies have a way of transcending boundaries and touching our souls. They're not just treats, they're memories, moments, and milestones. They remind us of home, of holidays, of shared laughter with loved ones. So, as we reflect on our journey through this cookie landscape, let's remember that every bite, every flavor is a testament to the shared experiences that make us human. Because in the end, no matter where we come from or where we're going, cookies have an undeniable power to find that special place in all our hearts.
Damn well said, Barack. And to everyone watching, thank you for joining us on this delicious journey. Good night.
I think we can all agree that cookies are something special, but remember, folks, this is just our take. Everyone has their own favorite cookie, and that's the beauty of it. Don't take it personally if I dissed your favorite cookie. You probably have bad taste anyway. But hey, seriously, you can't go wrong with a cookie. Live it up, but pace yourself. Good night, friends.
Absolutely. And to my fellow Americans and all my friends in nations around the world, if you enjoyed this cookie showdown, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to Shokusen's channel for when we feel like ranking more stuff on a tier list. Stay sweet, everyone, and keep those cookie jars full.